let me say this. Mauricio and I have worked together now for several years on different projects. My first exposure, he was instrumental in pointing me in the right direction to form or to get a self-directed IRA that allowed me to purchase the first piece of property that I bought in Colombia. I bought that way, and Mauricio was instrumental in pointing me in the direction to make that happen. I formed an LLC and an IRA and purchased my first piece of property. With that, again, Mauricio was instrumental in pointing me in that direction. The first piece of property that I bought was not in Mauricio's locality. However, he was very helpful and actually made the whole thing happen for me when I was absolutely ignorant of much of anything to do in Colombia. And the sale was by a private person. There were no banks involved. It was all strictly Mauricio driving things through the owner on my behalf, and the notary and the insurance company, everything. That was my first exposure to Mauricio. As a result of that first purchase, which I'm not sure what year that was, maybe 2013. Could be goes back that far. I still own that piece of property in Colombia. That gave me the confidence to move on to purchase another piece of property later. I have since, over the years since then, had other opportunities to purchase. He operated as a consultant for me, reviewing documents for me to make sure that what was happening is what I believed was going to happen. Make sure that the things that needed to be considered in purchase were considered. My purchases have all been in cash, so I've relied on Mauricio to help make sure that everything as it is supposed to be, since I didn't have banks or other entities in the way to kind of make that happen for me.
Okay, thank you. And just to like a final statement, how would you recommend or what are some of the things that you like the most of my service or the way we work?
Again, this relationship has lasted for years now with multiple projects. I anticipate going forward with other projects in the future. Right now, I'm looking at perhaps buying a lot to build a home on. I expect that Mauricio will continue to operate as this kind of consultant on my behalf, looking at things, making sure that again that everything is as it needs to be. You've always been incredibly responsive, respond very quickly, answering my questions, and again, kind of pointing out areas that I need to watch out for with title documents and that kind of thing. I expect that this relationship will continue in that regard into the future.